Nobody can beat the FBI. This is freaking breaking news. I finally got a 50 Cent interview after 10 years. I've been settling for his bestie, Tony Yayo, the past years.
Yo, chill, Vlad. You gonna get me in trouble with Fifth, you idiot.
Just chill, Yayo. I got your boss by the balls on this one. To hear how I did it, check out this audio story right now.
Alright, you kids get to bed, I get the storybook.
50 Cent, top op, Special Agent Vladimir Feldman, better known by his YouTube name Vlad TV, sat in his dimly lit office in the western side of the J. Edgar Hoover at a digital crime board cluttered with photos, financial records, and surveillance footage. At the center of it all was one face, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, the self-made millionaire who had dominated hip-hop, business, and TV for 2 decades now. 50 had become too powerful in the eyes of the feds, and they had been trying to dig up some dirt on him like they did with his arch enemies, Murder Inc., back in the early 2000s. Vlad actually had a personal reason to hate 50, and it was because he refused to come on his YouTube show for an interview. The closest that Vlad could get to 50 was his bestie, Tony Yayo, whom he made a regular guest despite Yayo constantly over-talking him and cutting him off mid-sentence. As for the Bureau, in a whole, 50 had gathered too many connections, earned too much money, and just pissed the feds off with his street bravado. We've never been able to touch him, one older agent told Vlad. A junior agent, Stephen Wells, shifted in his chair during a meeting in one of the conference rooms. We've tried tax fraud, racketeering, money laundering. He's clean every time. What's the play here, sir? Vlad leaned forward, his eyes cold with determination. We make him the top op. Wells raised an eyebrow, not understanding the hip-hop lingo. Top op? What does that mean, sir? Meaning we turn every thug rapper and street figure with a grudge against him into a soldier for us. We give them one message, take him out and you walk free. He smirked. Let's see how well he handles real pressure. The streets were buzzing within hours. The FBI, desperate to bring down 50 Cent, had spread the word through informants, undercover operatives, and social media trolls. Rappers, ex-associates, and rival street crews who had been publicly humiliated, trolled, or outmaneuvered by 50% were all invited to a secret meeting after being DM'd. The goal? Take down the king of the trolls once and for all. One by one, names began to surface. Ja Rule, still bitter about the decades-long feud that derailed his career. Rick Ross, who had been relentlessly mocked by 50 for his past as a Dade County correctional officer. Former G-Unit rapper The Game, whose falling out with 50 had become the stuff of hip-hop legend. Even Jay-Z, who had remained silent but was rumored to be tired of 50's constant jabs on Instagram, showed interest. The meeting was set for an abandoned warehouse in Miami, away from the prying eyes of TMZ and anybody else with a camera. The warehouse was dimly lit, its walls covered in peeling paint and graffiti. A single bulb hung above a large table, casting long shadows across the room. Around the table sat some of the biggest names in hip-hop in the streets, all united by their shared disdain for 50 Cent. Ja Rule was the first to speak, his voice dripping with anger. Man, I've been waiting for this moment for years. 50 ruined my career, turned me into a laughingstock. It's time we return the favor. Rick Ross leaned back in his chair, his diamond-encrusted gold chains glinting in the dim light.
Curly's been running his mouth for too long. It's time to shut him down permanently.
The Game, ever the provocateur, smirked. Y'all know I've been ready. Let's hit his ass where it hurts. Even Jay-Z, who rarely showed his hand, nodded in agreement. 50's been playing chess while everyone else plays checkers, but even kings can fall. The group spent hours hammering out a plan. They would hit 50's Connecticut mansion with a coordinated attack, using their combined resources to overwhelm his defenses. Big Meech would supply the firepower via a couple of old prison connections. Floyd Mayweather would handle logistics, and the rest would contribute their connections. 50 Cent's main estate in Farmington, Connecticut wasn't just a home, it was a fortress. Nestled on 21 acres of sprawling land, the mansion was a marvel of modern engineering and paranoia. Designed by his boy, Elon Musk's best military contractors, the property was a labyrinth of high-tech defenses and hidden surprises thanks to fantasies he developed as a kid while watching his favorite movie, Scarface. The perimeter was patrolled by Tesla AI security drones, sleek, silent machines equipped with facial recognition and lethal tactical options like fully automated AR-15 attached rifles. Automated turrets were hidden in the trees, their high-tech machine guns triggered by motion sensors. Beneath the mansion, a network of escape tunnels led to safe houses miles away, and the reinforced panic rooms were capable of withstanding rocket attacks. 50 Cent didn't trust the industry, the police, and especially the government. He knew someone would come for him eventually, with the way he fucked with people every day. And when a member of his primary security team, whom was also a former NYPD police captain, told him that they were coming tonight, he poured himself a glass of Branson and smiled. Finally, he muttered, swirling the cognac in his glass. Now I get to use all this shit I done had installed. The streets had been buzzing for weeks. A coalition of rappers, ex-associates, and rival street crews had been plotting against 50 Cent, their grievances ranging from public humiliations to business betrayals. The FBI, eager to bring down the hip-hop mogul, had facilitated the alliance, promising immunity and resources to anyone willing to take the shot. The plan was simple: hit 50's mansion with overwhelming force, breach his defenses, and take him down. The group had assembled an army of over 100 men, armed with everything from assault rifles to RPGs. They were confident, cocky even, convinced that no one man, no matter how rich or powerful, could stand against them. But 50 Cent wasn't just any man. The convoy rolled up to the gates of 50's estate just after 2 in the morning. The lead car, a navy blue Kia Sorento SUV with tinted windows, came to a stop as the gates swung open.
Sorry folks, quick commercial break.
This one of the main channels I go to on YouTube, but GK David Movie Stories is tripping in this one. He better not make me look bad at the end of this, or I'm gonna troll the shit out of him on the gram. Anyway, y'all hit the like and subscribe buttons for this audio story and go to gkdavid.com and grab one of these hoodies. I'm finna order a black and red one right now. Go to the description of this video and hit the link and it'll take you right to it.
On their own. That's weird, one of the attackers muttered. Why are the gates opening? Who gives a fuck? Another replied, racking the slide on his AK-47. Let's slide on this bitch-ass nigga, yo! As the convoy entered the property, the ground beneath them began to vibrate. Suddenly, a formation of Tesla AI security drones descended from the night sky, their flashing blue lights cutting through the darkness. What the hell is that? Someone shouted. Before anyone could react, the drones opened fire, disarming the attackers with precision night vision lasers. The automated turrets hidden in the trees sprang to life, their machine guns tearing through the convoy with terrifying accuracy. Chaos erupted as the attackers scrambled for cover, their confidence evaporating in an instant. Inside the mansion, 50 Cent watched the chaos unfold on a bank of monitors in his basement control room. Elon Musk's engineers had outfitted the property with hundreds of cameras, giving 50 a bird's eye view of the battle.
They really thought they could just roll up on me like that.
50 Cent said, his voice dripping with disdain.
In my shit?
That's why all y'all fools leaking right now. One of the attackers, a cocky 9-tray blood gangster, groaned, his face pressed into the dirt as he bled out from 6 holes in his neck and face. Man, this ain't fair. You got robots and drones and shit.
No, little nigga, life ain't fair.
50 replied, blowing a cloud of smoke into the night air. But you know what is? Karma. And y'all just got a mad big dose of it. As the FBI agents watched the live feed from their headquarters, their plan crumbling before their eyes, Special Agent Vlad grinned like an evil genius, even though it appeared as if his plan was crumbling. Back at the mansion, 50 called Elon Musk and told him how good the $60 million worth of security he bought from him worked. You the real MVP, man. Now, Curtis, the electrical nerd chuckled. 50's victory was only short-lived because a mere 30 minutes after the last intruder died on his property, he received a phone call from Vlad.
Who the hell is this?
The Queen's rap czar spoke into his iPhone. On the other end, Agent Vlad mockingly congratulated the mogul on his small victory before busting his bubble by informing him that his plan of planting 80 kilos of pure, uncut on his property. What 50 didn't know was Vlad had one of the gangsters plant the weight behind one of the guest houses as the mini-war began. That was that thug's sole purpose, for which Vlad promised to make a modified gun charge go away. The gangbanger was facing 30 years fed time, being that he was caught inside of the 5 boroughs, which have the strictest gun laws in the country. Vlad was banking on the hope that the hoodlum wouldn't survive 50's onslaught, but he did. So right after he planted the stuff, one of the undercover FBI agents on the ground took him out. Hearing the news, 50 chuckled, telling Vlad he didn't give a damn about illegal drugs planted on his property because they'd be gone by the time his boys arrived. Mere seconds later, a fleet of FBI helicopters appeared in the night, landing on the property's vast space, agents running out of the whirlybirds, rifles drawn. In a panic, 50, who had come outside from his basement control room to inspect the damaged press buttons on a remote control that he had on him that controlled the killer Tesla drones, trying to annihilate the stream of alphabet agents littering his property, but nothing worked. A few minutes later, the buff rap mogul was slammed to the ground and cuffed by 6 agents, all over 6'4" in height. A familiar face surfaced out of the sea of law enforcement. "Sorry, Curtis, I had to have main control cut the power to your gadgets. I'm a government hack now. Doge. You know how that shit goes." 50 stared daggers at Elon, realizing that he was now helping the feds to bring him down, despite acting like he was his good friend. Vlad had his agents bring 50 onto his chopper and close the sliding door for privacy.
We got your ass now, 50. 80 bricks is going to get you life in the feds.
Man, fuck you, Vlad. I knew I should have made Yayo stop going on your show. So what's all this about? Why you do all this for me? I ain't on no Diddy shit or nothing like that.
Well, it all started 12 years ago when I asked you to come on my show and you rejected me.
Hold up, white boy. You mean to tell me you hating on me because I ain't doing an interview on your YouTube channel? You gotta be playing with me, son.
Well, yeah. I tell you what, I can make all this disappear if you come on my show next week.
Vlad thought the Southside Menace would start agreeing and yesing him to death, but 50 just stared at him with his menacing dark eyes, causing Vlad to clutch his sidearm, even though the rapper was cuffed from behind.
So, what'll it be, 50? You coming on my show or what?
1 week later.
Well, all right. For the first time ever, we have 50 Cent on Vlad TV. How you doing, Fifth?
Man, fuck you.
Hey, you had better watch that attitude, mister. Don't forget the magic words. 80 bricks. Now, your bestie, Tony Yayo, a regular on my show, says you unalived a guy in y'all's old neighborhood of Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Get the fuck out of
here. Can you give me
here.
the details of that homicide? What caliber weapon did you use? Which exact year and month was that? And on which street did the shooting occur?